baby, it is NFL playoff time. My voice is choking about as well as some of these teams are limping into the playoffs. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, you're talking about this team right here. Oh wow, nice.
We're gonna make our selections here for the playoffs. Y'all can let me know in the comments who you think's gonna win the Super Bowl, who you think's gonna win certain matchups. We'll go in order by seeding, I guess. So we'll go highest and lowest and then work our way to the middle.
Oh, okay.
Bills Broncos. This is one of them that I think people are thinking is gonna be a blowout. I don't. What? Oh, you were raising your hand when it was blowout. I don't think it's necessarily going to be a blowout, and I only say that because it's the playoffs, anything can happen, and the Broncos very, very quietly have had a top 10 defense in terms of rushing the quarterback. However, this is Josh Allen we're talking about. I'm still going to go with the Bills, but I think it's going to be a closer game than people think. I will go with the Bills. I just think they are the better team. I don't think the offense for the Broncos is going to be good enough to really get it done.
You contradicting yourself. Oh, this might be a closer game. Oh, now you're saying they're the better team completely. What are you worried to pick
They
your end here,
they
brother?
are the more complete team.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I think it's going to be a closer game than people think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I am going Bills. Big time fan of the Bills right now, as I'm sure you'll see. I like pretty much everything they got going on with their team. Main thing for me, I mean, and this would happen all the way up until the conference championship, the home field advantage that they have, playing up in Buffalo. It's freezing right now. They're hoping for the snow. Any of these teams, I feel like they would rock, to be completely honest with you. Ravens can maybe put up some competition. Maybe. We'll see. But Buffalo, I don't know. Josh Allen's my MVP for this season. I think he's going to be going somewhat far in the playoffs. So that's why I'm picking the Buffalo Bills.
And now we're moving on to a very disappointing result. Steelers have lost their last 4 games, thus conceding the AFC North to the Ravens. Now here's the thing. It is very hard to beat a team twice in a season.
Someone's got to
But
do it.
someone's going to have to do it here. The other thing is, it's also very hard to lose 5 games in a row in this
Come on, are
league,
you
too.
a fan? Are you a fan or not? Do you
Here's
believe
the
or
thing.
not, Frank?
Here's the thing. Do I believe? I believe this is a nightmare matchup for the Ravens.
Oh!
I only say that because Zay Flowers is out. Well, we don't know if he's out, but he is hurt. So whether he plays or not, he's not going to be 100%.
Hey, could be calling for a lot of snow this game. Potentially up to 8.5 inches. Might have changed a little bit from last time I heard, but that's something to take into account.
It's snow, it's wind, and you know somebody who struggles in that snow and that wind?
Does his name start with an L? No, never mind.
No,
just
Justin
start with a
Tucker.
Justin Tucker.
Justin
Oh,
Tucker.
okay. I thought you were going to say the one throwing the football.
Almost every Steeler-Ravens game for the past, 10 years, except for one that happened.
Except for last time they played.
But has been decided by, a single score.
Oh, you're talking me into this.
So I'm not having them go super far, but I think they could beat the Ravens. That's an upset. I think that's an upset.
Ooh, baby. Here's what I have to say. As a Steelers fan, I'm not going to make excuses. I'm actually going to make a little bit of an excuse. That end of the season schedule was the most difficult in NFL history. They played 3 of the
games
top
in 10
5
days.
teams in 10 days back to back to back. Realistically, they only had a shot in the first game. After that, depleted, no time for recovery. I don't know if they would have beat teams if they versed some of the bottom tier teams, if you have to play 3 of them within that amount of games. Frank and I were at the last game of the season versus the Bengals. It was kind of a mess all the way up into the 4th quarter, which, of course, they're going to try to make it a game.
God bless you, brother.
Here's the thing, man. This locker room is in distress. We see George Pickens not trying, seeming like he's kind of out of it. The offense can't move. Mike Tomlin, people want him out for real this time. The Steelers are 9.5 point underdogs. I think if this snows, it levels the playing field a little bit. I cannot see the Steelers winning. I can't. I got to go Ravens. I'm not trying to be boring here, but I got to be realistic with the state of the Steelers right now, and it is a very, very low point at the end of the season. Normally they start
mad.
slow, and I don't know if they're mad. I feel like they've given up. We got one more matchup, wild card AFC.
Texans,
Spit it.
Chargers. It's got to be the Chargers, right? The Texans don't really have anything going for them. I mean, you're out Tank Dell. Stephon Diggs is done for the year. Your defense is...
Nico Collins be popping off.
Yeah, but your defense is putrid. You think they're going to do anything trying to stop... the Chargers have
Is their defense that bad?
I think it's that bad. Plus, they are, I want to say, top 5 in the league in offensive pre-snap penalties. I could be wrong on that. It's self-inflicted stuff. And when it comes into the playoffs, that stuff's magnified. So give me the Chargers and their defense. Give me Lad McConkey. Give me the boys. We are going to go Bills Chargers, which is going to be nice.
Okay. You know, Frank, it's not every day that I get a chance to agree with you. Y'all think I'm about to agree with this man?
Really?
Y'all think I'm about to agree with this man? Heck freaking yeah.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, I don't know. Some just telling me Chargers the way to go, which is probably a little bit silly and stupid away at Houston, but I feel like there's got to be an upset somewhere, and not this is much of an upset. I've always been a really big fan of Justin Herbert, and I've been impressed of what he's been able to do, though it hasn't been like seasons of past, you know, losing your top 2 receivers, losing your running back who was a threat out of the backfield, and still being able to get it done to an extent. I was always a big fan of Jim Harbaugh coming in. That's a big deciding factor. That is like last year I wanted Jim Harbaugh to replace Mike Tomlin. That is what I wanted. Yeah, I'm just gonna give the Chargers a slight edge. This should be a really, really close game.
Can we switch over to the NFC?
Got to.
All right. Clearly, Lions got in about. By the way, Lions have really impressed me with like all the injuries they have. You talk about not making excuses. Just want to give them their little shout out.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's the same as last year. I told you guys, I would run through a wall for Dan Campbell. I might drive through a wall for Dan Campbell at this point.
And he don't drive, so that's saying a lot.
All right, let's start with Eagles Packers. It is really unfortunate what's happened to the Packers in the last few weeks.
What's happened?
No Jair. Christian Watson got hurt.
Jordan Love.
Just really unfortunate. I hate to say this. I gotta go Eagles. Is this gonna be a closer game than people? Well, you know what? Eagles. Saquon Barkley just go off.
All right, let me preface this real quick. Beginning of the season, I picked the Packers to win the Super Bowl with Jordan Love. That was my prediction. That was a bold one. Yeah, I did pick the Packers. Man, did I love what they did in the playoffs. Obviously, they routed the Cowboys pretty good. I really just loved the defense. Like, the defense was, oh, man, so nice. And Jordan Love seemed like he was coming along, like, really good. Things are kind of a little bit up in question now. And Eagles, to me, are honestly, I'm going to say it, I think the Eagles are the most complete team out of all 32 teams. That's what I see in the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's fair.
This is one of the best rosters in football, people. They seem like they got it down packed.
Buccaneers, Commanders. I just realized Buccaneers is a 3 seed.
3 seed. That's crazy.
Without Chris Godwin, too.
That division's trash, dude. How did the
But the fact that they're the 3 seed, even though that division is
NFC
trash.
South, NFC West, both garbage.
First off, congratulations to Mike Evans. 1,000 yards, even though you missed 4 games in the year. I gotta be real with you. I was real high on the Commanders at the start of the year. With the way they were just moving the ball down the field. Jaden Daniels looks like he's the answer. He's the answer they've wanted since RG3. But you're going up against the Buccaneers team.
With experience.
Super
Bowl experience. Playoff experience.
True. Feel like you're talking me into it.
That's a tough game to pick here.
It's harder than you think, but here's the other thing that we're forgetting. The Buccaneers defense is not great. The Commanders defense is a little bit better than the Buccaneers, with guys like Frankie Louvu out there, Lattimore's out there now. I think the defensive side of the ball is going to be the difference in this game. I'm going to pick Jaden Daniels and the Commanders to move on to the second round.
Yeah, man. I'm going to have to agree with you here. Here's my opinion, bro. Like, the Buccaneers don't even deserve to be in the playoffs. I'm sorry. What was their final record? What's the Buccaneers record? Can I look this up real quick? They finished 10-7. That's actually better than dang, they finished 10-7?
And that's without Chris Godwin, too.
I almost feel like, to me, in my head, like, the Buccaneers are the upset. Like, I don't know what the spread is on this game. It's got to be close, man.
Rams, Vikings. Okay, so Rams don't deserve to be in the playoffs.
Yikes.
Well, okay, maybe they do. But the Vikings came out of nowhere.
They just lost, cuzzo.
Yeah, to the Lions.
Who you got, Sam Darnold or Matt Stafford?
Who do you got, Justin Jefferson or Cooper Kupp? Jordan Addison or Puka Nacua?
Those are pretty 2 good cores, I ain't gonna lie.
That's actually such a crazy matchup, dude. I say they're a hungry team. They're ready to get back out there. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know who's covering Jordan Addison, who's covering your boy Jay Jettas. I'm gonna go Vikings. Oh, man, I don't know.
This is my upset here in round number 1.
That's not even an upset.
Oh, BS, it's not an upset. Vikings, they're 14-3. I'm assuming the Rams are home underdogs. I'm picking the home dog in the playoffs.
Fair.
Sorry, I'm not like
I don't
riding the Vikings nuts like everybody else is. That's just my upset. I don't know. I think that's another close game there.
Now we're on to the real nitty gritty where the games are that much closer.
I don't know. I kind of got the same vibe you got. You want to rock these out real quick?
Let's rock them out. All right. Bills, Chargers. You know what? I'll do it.
Oh, dang.
I think that's going to be an exciting...
Now, how are the Chargers going to do it? Or are the Bills just going to choke it like they have the past couple
I
years?
think it's going to be a close enough game. I think the defenses are going to keep it close because they're both pretty good defenses. I think your boy, Justin Herbert, fresh, no injury, going to get it done. I think the edge rushers in Khalil Mack and your boy Joey Bosa are going to contain the crap out of Josh Allen.
Khalil Mack pushing 40.
It don't matter.
Dude, this is, you know what? Dude, you know what? We're going to have some fun. I'm going to pick Chargers here strictly because divisional matchup. I really don't believe in the Chargers like that, but I do think that they could beat the Chiefs. And I'm not huge on the Chiefs this year, which is they're very stupid. I know. I'm going to get roasted. Flame us all you want. I really don't care. This is a matchup I think everybody wants to see, right?
Be so much fun in the second round, Mike.
I'm on the Bills this year, boys.
I like it.
I'm on the Bills. I think it's their year. I'm just going to keep it at that. All right, hit your other two teams, young blood.
All right. Lions, Commanders, Eagles, Vikings. I gotta go the Eagles because like we've both been saying they're the most complete team. Now this is assuming Jalen Hurts comes back. Now Lions and Commanders, injured to crap team. Commanders, this is my playoff upset.
Oh my days!
I say it's my playoff upset, and I already have the Steelers beating the Ravens, but
insane.
that's who cares?
I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to see these comments. Eagles, love them. Lions, like them. This is what we got. We got Lions, Eagles, Chargers, Bills, and the AFC Championship for me.
We got crazy matchups here. I like it.
That's good matchups and whatnot. Again, the upsets aren't like crazy over here for me, but I'm trying to be a little bit realistic. Got Chiefs, Chargers. This is the matchup I had in the divisional round. Oh!
All right. Commanders, Eagles. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on Jaden Daniels. I don't know why I said Jalen. And I think that's going to get to him. Jalen Hurts versus Patrick Mahomes rematch.
Nah, how can you complain about that? Okay, this is what I'm setting up here. I've been thinking this for a couple weeks before the playoffs even started. Bills, Eagles, Super Bowl. These are the two best teams in my opinion. The addition of Amari Cooper was absolutely massive. And the emergence of James Cook. And these two fan bases, I don't know if it gets much crazier than these two fan bases. Like this would be a freaking hype Super Bowl to be at.
Before we make our Super Bowl selection,
okay,
is there anything in here you want to fix for yours?
I'm locked.
You're locked in?
Locked.
All right, let me look at mine.
I'm not changing.
I'm not going to lie. I think I am actually going to switch one thing. I think the three-peat will not happen.
Oh!
I'm going to go with what I originally jokingly picked because I thought about it for a second. I'm like, got a really good defense who for a while there have shown they can avoid giving up 20 points in a game. Mm-hmm. If you can avoid giving up 20 points in a game, it doesn't matter how bad your offense is. You always have a shot. Lad McConkey versus Cooper DeJean is going to be a crazy matchup if that happens. I'm going to do it. You know what I want to do.
I know what you want to do.
You know what I really want to do. I want to do it so bad.
You haven't come this far. What, just to fail?
I mean, you just beat the Chiefs. You got a week off for the Pro Bowl. Am I crazy?
Oh, shoot.
I think the final score of the game, 27-20.
Bills, Super Bowl champs.
Whoa.
Finally do it.
Whoa.
End the drought. Josh Allen's the answer for Buffalo. He wins MVP. He wins Super Bowl. He wins Super Bowl MVP. Does what Patrick Mahomes did a couple years ago, was it? A nice little casual. We'll go 26-23 Buffalo Bills.
I rate it. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been our playoff bracket for the year. Let us know who you think's gonna win. Final score. We're excited to see what you say. And you know what? Roast us open fire because let's be honest, I do not know ball. So God bless. As always, stay strapped.